Hello, everybody. This is Limber Bro. Now we welcome back to another Dark Shadows podcast. Now I have a special guest, and that is Unused Soul. Say hi.
Hey everybody! I'm helping him review a game series of horror.
Yeah, it's so mostly on this podcast we are talking about Silent Hill. Now, Soul, do you want to go first or me?
Okay, I'll go first.
Before you go, during you go, mostly, you're talking, I'm gonna be eating, my pasta. So, go ahead.
Oh, that's great. Eating pasta while you're talking about horror.
Yeah, that's, really mind-blowing,
So anyway, okay, so from my opinion of what I've heard for a few reviews, that they say Silent Hill Part 1 touches on a creepy aspect that a lot of the other Silent Hills haven't crossed that line just yet. But that it's, how the way the mood, the music changes, how everything does in the storyline, it's freaking creepy, to say the least. I mean, it does a lot of weird things in the game, like you can't tell if you're in a dream or if you're awake or where you're going. Like I said, it's quite a series that's been going on for a while.
Do you have anything else?
Like out of all the Silent Hills, how do you call it? How many have you played, and which one was your favorite?
I only played one.
Which one do you have anyway?
It was Silent Hill Homecoming.
Let me see. I saw that one listed here. Hold on.
So, do you want me to say the information I have?
Yeah, sure.
Well, actually about that, thing is, now, I don't have any information. I'm just on a website. It's mostly 20 mind-blowing facts you didn't know about Silent Hill. So, mostly, the first game strategy guide is actually useless, and here's why. The original PlayStation Silent Hill changed a lot from the initial demo, which was bundled with the first Metal Gear Solid in an attempt to boost sales. Stores in the town have different names. Police cars specify they are from Buffalo State Traffic Division. All blood was made green to make it suitable for a general audience, and parts of the game that weren't complete were simply blocked off by walls. The game's changed even more later in development, with the team reacting to notes from Konami and censors, and generally tweaked with the overall design, which caused one particular issue when it came to the Silent Hill strategy guide. Something you needed for a game as obtuse as this. Pre-game facts. The version of Silent Hill, the strategy guide was based on was noticeably different to the one that ended up in stores. Besides some minor cosmetic alterations, the developers changed several of the puzzles as their solutions from the version of the game give to the strategy guide folk, meaning that the tips given within were totally useless. So, do you have anything to say about that?
Well, like I said, all of the other Silent Hills were made at separate given times for separate different consoles. But But they did make a Silent Hill bundle pack collector's edition for both Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. And like the one they have as a download has Silent Hill 2 and 3 mixed into it, but not Part 1, which is kind of messed up because Part 1 was more of an open world environment. Kind of like GTA, you know, but without getting into a car. Because you had access to the whole town of Silent Hill.
Well, the thing is now, this is the next fact. Origins began as a comedy. One of Konami's other attempts to mix up the franchise in later years was with Silent Hill Origins, a prequel to the original game developed by the British Climax Studios for the PSP. Set a few years before for the first Silent Hill, players guided a truck driver called Travis through the haunted town after swerving out the way of hitting a little girl. After that, he traces about the town, filling in a lot of unnecessary backstory about the cult, which plans to sacrifice Alessa, the little girl he swerved to avoid, before rescuing again from a house fire. To bring about the abominations which later stalked Silent Hill. Much like the Star Wars prequels, it's a matter of seeing how the sausage is made and being disappointed. Origins could have gone an even stranger direction. However, originally, Climax intended to make it a black comedy, taking inspiration from surreal hospital sitcom Scrubs, totally retooling an early Resident Evil 4 inspired demo, but together by Team Silent. Luckily, the lead designer realized that it was a stupid idea and would likely alienate the game's hardcore audience. Now, do you have anything to say about that?
Well, from what I've seen, they got a new Silent Hill coming out. And I don't know if it already came out because they showed this trailer, and this trailer was from 5 years ago, and it features one of the guys from The Walking Dead, and it looks exactly like him. So maybe he actually, guest stars in the game, which would, probably, if the game already came out, then it probably got a lot of good ratings, having a guy from The Walking Dead in it.
Wait a second, I got a question, so, is the guy from The Walking Dead that mostly starred in the new game, for Silent Hill, is Rick?
Rick?
Yeah, Rick.
No, I think it's that Daryl guy.
Oh, Daryl.
From well, that was his name in The Walking Dead.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, yeah, it's Daryl. Yeah.
But like I said, I've seen the first movie, and I think in the first movie they sacrifice certain people or strangers who visit the town in order to prepare themselves from the wrath of the creatures that haunt the town. At least that's how it was for the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, even some of the front covers of the Silent Hill games were pretty creepy. Like, they had one of a frozen girl on a swing. And I was like, wow, that one was really fucking creepy.
What is your favorite Silent Hill game?
Well, it's a toss-up because I haven't played any of the others. I've only seen part 1, 2, and 3. And part 3 was pretty crappy. I mean, there was a pretty cool cheat code in part 3, but, that just made you make fun of the game. And part 2 had these weird endings, some of them featuring a dog, and part 1 had a wacky ending featuring aliens. And I thought, I thought that was pretty weird for them to add them all into the game for some strange reason.
Okay, well, here is a...
Because it doesn't give a creepy aspect, it just gives a weird aspect.
Okay, this is my last fact about this game. Silent Hill 2 was based on crime and punishment. For the second game, Takayoshi Sato, promoted to lead CGI director and properly credited as such, gave the basic premise for the storyline. The plot was later fleshed, but Sato got the core of the idea by venturing into a more literate place than most video game storylines. The basic storyline was based on crime and punishment, which actually makes a lot of sense. Whilst games have begun to look to classic works of literature for inspiration, it's tended to result in fairly loose adaptations of the original writing. Dante's Inferno, but the themes and premise of Fyodor Dostoevsky's novel are very evident in Silent Hill 2 and its protagonist, James Sunderland. Slowly, the game reveals that James murdered his wife. Everything he goes through in the game is down to his guilty conscience as a result that squares about with crime and punishment's Rodion Romanovich Raskolnikov, who kills a pawnbroker to see if he can get away with it, convinced it's the morally right thing to do, only to fall into a spiral of death, destruction, and despair. So, do you have a last thing to say about that?
Well, usually they take events based on real life and they use them for movies, but rarely is it used for video games. I mean, some of it does get used a lot. It's just most of people don't know which is which.
Anything else? Anything else, Sol?
No, that's pretty much it. But I am checking out some of the endings, though.
So I guess this is the end of this podcast. I think I might probably in the future do another podcast with Unused Soul. I don't know. It depends on what I would want to talk about with him. That's the end. So, do you want to say bye?
Well, there is something else I was noticing. Like the girl in Silent Hill had the same name as the missing girl from Silent Hill 1. That is weird, to say the least.
Okay, now that is the end.